Welcome back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. So let's just recap on what we actually did last week. So I've actually got my notes so that I can remember what I actually taught you guys. So I basically note down everything. Let me show you guys. So I've got this. So if you see me basically looking down, I'm actually looking at my notes so that I can remember what I've noted down. So touching on what we actually did last week, we're just gonna carry on from that. So I basically taught you guys the general greeting, which was hello. Hello, there's different ways of saying hello in Wolof. So I've got the other words for you today for you guys to learn. So today's topic is more of meeting and greeting. So whereas last week it's about understanding these basic words, so now it's getting a bit hard, but I've made it a little bit easy for you, so I hope you guys would appreciate this. So last week I taught you guys how to say Assalaam Aleekum. Some people say Assalaam Aleekum. I just say Assalaam Aleekum. So but it doesn't matter which way you actually say it, as long as you're saying it. And then I taught you guys how to say goodbye, which is Mingi Dem or Mingi Dem. Mingi Dem. So I hope you guys still remember that word. I'm going or goodbye is the same thing in Wolof. Mingi Dem. And then I also taught you guys how to say thank you, JEREJEF, because it's very important to remember this word. How to say JEREJEF, which is thank you. And another word that I taught you guys was how to say yes, which is wow. And they did. Wow means yes, they did means no. And the other one that I taught you guys was sorry, balma. This is more like the deep Wolof, balma, but Gambians, us, we say balalma, balalma. And the other one that I taught you guys was to know how to say, do you speak English? Deganga angele, deganga angele. So I'm not sure whether you guys remember, but I hope you did. And the other one I taught you guys was, do you understand? Which is deganga, deganga. Deganga, there's different ways. Like in Wolof, we can use one word for different things, but once you start feeling confident to basically fix the words into a sentence, then you will then realize, oh, I can actually also use this word to say this and that. So most of the time when our parents tell us off, it's either they're saying to you, do you understand me, or have you heard what I've said to you? So we use deganga, yang ma dega. Deganga lumalawa, did you hear what I'm telling you? Do you understand me? So that's what it means. And I then taught you guys how to say I don't understand, deguma. I don't understand, deguma. So or I didn't hear you when you called me, so I didn't hear you. So someone is calling Rene, 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 and I'm like, why is this person calling me? But we will basically, what I'm going to do as time goes on, I'll also teach you all these things. So just stick on to what I've actually taught you last week and what the words actually mean for now, and then we will basically get into talking about other things of what one word means can mean other things as well. So don't worry yourself. So I just basically thought to just highlight that so that you guys know. And the other thing that I actually taught you guys was help, which is woy. So woy, when you're actually using woy, help in a sentence, it's not woy. So woy is basically when you're in trouble or when you're in pain or you're hurt, and you basically scream and say woy samande. Woy samande means help my mother. It's something like that. So woy is like to express you've got pain or something just hurt something just hurt you that you just want to express, but maybe you don't know how to express, and the only way to actually do it is by saying "woy, woy," and then everyone around you will know something painful has happened to a specific person. However, if you want to use, most of my subscribers, bless you, you've actually commented to actually say to me, this was very woeful. It's amazing that you've tried, which I really truly appreciate. But instead of saying this was very woeful, never use woy in a sentence. Woy is only when you have pain, you've got stomach ache, you've got headache, you're just lying there saying woy, small baba bange matey. Woy, I've got headache, my head is aching. So that's the only time you will use woy. But if you want to say this information was very helpful, so this was very helpful, you will say Lolu Amnaa solo. So I'm providing this information to you. So on the comment box, what I want to see instead of woy was Rene Amnaa solo, or Rene Lolu Amnaa solo. Rene Lolu Amnaa solo basically means, Rene, this actually was helpful. Lolu Amnaa solo. Lo, go low. Lu, I'm going to the Lu. Amnaa solo. Lolu Amnaa solo. Bang. We've got that right. So now let's talk about the new 10 words that I've got for you guys. How exciting. Grab your glass of water, have your notepad and pen, and get ready for Rene Marcus. Guys, I've taught you how to say ASalaam Aleekum or Assalamu Alaikum. But how do you respond? I didn't tell you that. And also I did say Assalamu Alaikum or Assalamu Alaikum. It's actually an Arabic word. The reason being is because Gambia is mostly dominated by Muslim. And Assalamu Alaikum basically means may peace be with you. And then they will reply back to say Mualaikum Assalam. Mualaikum Assalam. Mualaikum Assalam basically means and peace be with you. The other greeting in Wolof, when you see an individual, so you've seen Rene alone, just me alone, and you want to greet me, but you do not want to use Assalamu Alaikum, you can say Rene Nanga Def. Rene Nanga Def. Nang Def. Nanga Def. Nanga Def. Rene Nanga Def. Simple. When you say Rene Nanga Def, Rene will reply back to say Jamarek. Jamarek. Which Jamarek basically means peace only. So you're saying to me, Rene, how are you? Nanga Def, how are you? And I'm saying to you, Jamarek, peace only. I'm peaceful, so peace only. Or you can also say Mangi Fi, I'm here. Mangi Fi means I'm here. Mangi Fi. Mangi Fi. Rene, how are you? I'm here. Rene Nanga Def. Rene Nanga Def. Mangi Fi. Rene Nanga Def. Jamarek. Jamarek means peace only. Mangi Fi means I'm here. So you can use any of those two to respond back to when someone says Nanga Def. Nanga Def. Most people intend to use Jamarek because it's easier to say. But if you can say Mangi Fi, whichever one is easier for you, go ahead and use it. Mangi Fi. Mangi Fi. Mangi Fi. Or Jamarek. The other one is Nangen Def. Nangen Def. Are you deaf? Nangen Def. Nanga Def. I just taught you how to say Nanga Def when you see one person, an individual. But when you see two or more, you say Nangen Def. Nangen Def. how are you guys, or how are you people? Nanga def, it basically refers to more than one. Nanga def is when you see just an individual. You can't say to me alone, Rene Nanga def. I'm like, who you greeting? Me and who? So that's why you would say Nanga def to an individual and Nanga def to more than one. And it's very important for you to understand that ASalaam Aleekum or Assalamu Alaikum is actually used to greet adults. So someone older than you, it basically shows respect, because you don't want to see an adult and say Nanga def. You can say that, it's absolutely fine, but as Gambians we like to show a whole lot of respect to our elders, so we prefer to say Assalamu Alaikum when we see elders. But when we see someone that's like our age mate, we intend to say Nanga def when we see them sitting down, or if it's an individual you say Nanga def. But Assalamu Alaikum can be an individual or a group. You're referring to everyone or an individual. It doesn't matter who is sitting there. But when you want to use Nanga def and Nanga def, it's for one person. Nanga def, it's for more than one. It's for more than one person. So when you say to someone Nanga def, they will also reply to you and say Jamarek, which is the same as when you greet someone Nanga def. They will say Jamarek, which means peace only. So when you say to a group of people or more than one person, Nangen def, again, gen. So again and gen is kind of similar. So Nangen def. So if you say Nangen def, it's kind of the same. It's actually the same. So nah, I'm not doing that. Again. So just remove the A and just say gain. Na, gen, def. Def, are you deaf? Again, remove the A and just use gain. So na, gen, def. That's it. You've got it. Very easy. So when someone says to you nangen def, because you're sitting with a lot of people, say Jamarek, peace only. Or you can say Jamarek, peace only, which means peace only, and then you can then ask them that same question, Nanga def. But because it's an individual, you will then respond back to them, because they've said Nangen def to all of you that sitting there. You will say Jamarek, peace only, Nanga def, which means how are you? You're basically asking the person how are you, Nanga def, and the person will then say to you Jamarek, which means peace only, and then they might start a conversation or they will walk past. So if that person said to you Nangen def, but they themselves, that person herself or himself, is actually with someone else, you would then repeat the same word that they've said to you, which is Nangen def. So you would say Jamarek, Nangen def, or Nangen def, which basically means that you're asking them the same question and they will respond back the same. If you don't want to use Jamarek, you can say Mingi rekk. So the other word that I've actually got for you guys is long time no see. So when you see an adult, or an adult sees you and they want to say to you, long time I haven't seen you, they will say Gej Ja. Gej Ja. Gej Ja. Gej Ja. Gej Ja. However, if it's your age mate or someone younger than you, you can say Gej Ja. Gej Ja. K, J, Ki. Say. Say it as it sounds. Say. Say is the last word. So say K, J, Ki, say. So let's basically say it fast. Gej Ja. Gej Ja, which means Gej Ja, long time no see. If you see your age mate or someone younger, you have not seen them for a while, say Gej Ja. They will know straight away what you mean. You haven't seen them for a long time, or you guys haven't seen each other for a long time. That's what it means, and I hope you guys understand it. The other word that I want to teach you guys today is what are you doing? Rene, what are you doing? So there's two meaning. What are you doing basically means Looy Liggeey. I'm trying to fix, let's say, a broken glass, and then you walked in and you're not sure what I'm doing, and you're like, Rene, Looy Liggeey, which is, Rene, what are you doing? Liggeey basically means working. What are you working on? So you can say, Rene, when you see me doing something, you're like, Rene, what are you working on? Rene, Looy Liggeey. Looy Liggeey means, what are you working on? What are you working on? Rene, Looy Liggeey. Looy Liggeey. I hope you get that. And also, what are you doing can also mean Looy Def. I've already taught you Def. Nanga Def. Nanga Def. How are you doing? So what you doing means Def. Looy Def. So Looy Def. Looy Def. What are you doing? Looy Def. What are you working on? Looy Liggeey. When you want to ask someone about what they do for a living, so what do you do for a living? You can then say, Lan mooy sa liggéey. What do you do for a living? Lan mooy sa liggéey. Lan mooy sa liggéey. Lan mooy sa liggéey. And the other one that I want to teach you guys is to basically, when you're greeting someone and you want to ask them about their family, and you say, how is your family, or how are your family, and you want to say, how is your family, it basically means Naka sa wakiri. Naka sa wakiri. Na ka sa wa keri. 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 Ker means house or home, whichever one you want to actually use it for. But ker is home. When you say Li suma kerla, this is my house. When you hear that, this is my house, means Li suma kerla. So Naka sa wa keri. So in Wolof, if I have to translate that in English, Naka sa wa keri is like, how is your people in the house? How is your people in the house? But the people that you live with is obviously your family. So they're asking about your family, the people in your home. Then you will say Nyungafa. Nungafa. 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 Nga. 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 Nyungafa. New. N-E-W. N-E-W. You have new. Nyungifa. Nyungafa. New. N-E-W. New. Nga. 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 Fa. F-A. Nyungafa. That's how you say they're there. They're there basically means they're at home. Everything is fine. That is it, guys. So that's all that I had for you guys today, and I hope you guys really truly enjoyed it and you loved it, because guys, I love teaching you guys. Seriously, I absolutely really do enjoy this. And in regards to the mini booklets that I want to create for the Wolof lessons that I'm doing, so because it's like episode, so if you guys are interested and you guys want me to do it, if more than 100 actually said yes, they're interested, then I'm going to start writing it up. So everything that I'm teaching you from episode 1 to episode, let's say 30, that's what I'll basically be writing, doing the translation and how to spell it out and everything, and then create a mini booklet. Rene Marcus, learn the Wolof language with, or learn the Gambian language with Rene Marcus, and I'll basically sell it out to you guys so that this will help you. So it's going to be like a very tiny mini book, so that you would get to travel with it, so you wouldn't need internet to say, you know what, I'm going to go search for episode 1, I'm going to search for episode 2 to basically learn Wolof. You've got the mini booklet, you can just go ahead and do it. and learn. So when I upload videos, you're more than welcome obviously to watch it, but if you want to basically recap instead of repeating the video and stuff, you already know how to pronounce it from my videos, go ahead and use the mini booklets and keep repeating the words, teach yourself. If you have any question or any issues, let me know and I will basically guide you through by creating another video just to basically help you with whatever pronunciation or whatever clarification that you basically want. So if people are actually interested for me to start basically writing my own Wolof mini book, please comment down below and say yes, I want, or yes, we want. Team Rene Marcus, so that I know you guys are interested before I actually do it. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you're new to my channel, you already know what to do. Please press that subscribe button and don't forget to click on that notification bell to see my next video. Thank you guys, and I love you always. You guys already know that. So goodbye.